So let me begin to tell you what the Lord has put in my spirit for 2023. Now, this is the prophetic ministry giving you an advantage of knowledge. Yes. We are not there yet. We are not in 2023 yet. But by the Holy Ghost, some of us have lived in 2023, 2024 by the knowledge of the Holy Ghost. Are we together? So you enter January. And January will misdirect a lot of people. January and February in 2023. It's going to misdirect a lot of people because it's going to look as though the world is about to pick up economically. And there's going to be promises of hope everywhere. Listen, these things I'm saying, it will come to pass. You will see it. The misdirection is going to begin in January and February 2023. And you are going to see promises of hope, and it will look as though the world is picking up. And everybody will say, okay, now let's get our money. Let's get our finances. There is no need to save in our band. There's no need to prepare for any drought. Assuredly, there's no drought. The year is looking good. There's positivity coming. In America, they are going to make announcements of hope and, steps that have been taken to help America recover massively in 2023. But it's a lie. And you're going to see all these announcements. And China too will come out. And there will be no noise of war. Everyone will be saying, okay, we panicked for nothing. The year is looking very hopeful. And then those people who stored in their barns, those people who were led to save in their barns, they will say, no need to save. No need to be worried. The world is looking beautiful. And then they'll be misdirected. Are we together? They'll be misdirected. And they'll be misdirected 2023, January and February. And then March, they will be given a chair, a high chair that will look very shaky. And they will tell themselves, there's no need to fear. The economy is just trying to reset. It's a lie. And then April, the grasshopper that the Lord showed me, that had a green belly and a pale wings, that flew across all the world and ate the reserves of the people. Listen to the word of this prophecy carefully, because next year is going to be the year of an attack on the reserves of people. Write these words down, because you will remember a prophet of God said these things. What Satan is going to aim for next year is the reserves of the people. The Holy Ghost was speaking to me one of those days. He said, see what the world is doing. They are gradually bringing the world to a place where the world will begin to depend on a system, a unified system that controls all things. That thing is a trap. They want you to abandon farming and depend on the your grocery stores, and depend on your shopping apps. They want you to abandon farming, having reserves for yourself. They want you to abandon cooking and depend on ordering food online. Depend on restaurant owned by a great system. They want you to abandon those things that makes you independent And then you are manipulated into building your life on a system. Some days ago, when I saw it, I said, my God. And you will think it is technological advancement, but in its reality, it's a trap. The world is being trapped, brethren. I'm sounding this alarm. The world is literally being trapped. And what will happen in 2023 is that they will go for your reserves. They will go what you have as your reserves. They will make sure you pull out your reserves. And you will bring out your reserves and put into the system. And then they will lock your reserves. But they will give you a false hope. That's why I said, may God give each and every one of you discernment not to be misdirected. They'll give you a false hope to make you feel like the year is starting on a good note. And then the people will say, there was no need to worry. There was no need to be afraid. And then they'll pull out of their reserve. Then the grasshopper the Lord showed me in the spirit, that had a very green belly because it had eaten the people. The belly of this grasshopper was very green, but his wings were very pale. And the wings, the Holy Ghost told me, it signified a famine. The famine that was going to fly across the earth. China is going to suffer from it. UK will suffer from it. Canada will suffer from it. America will suffer. It's going to fly. Africa will suffer from it. And then the Lord told me that the belly of the grasshopper is green because it has eaten the reserves of the people. So don't be misguided, because they want to misdirect you. Everyone watching, share this broadcast. Even if you are new, you're welcome. As I'm speaking these words, if you are a spiritual person, you will know that the Holy Ghost bears witness to this word. And I will not come here to deceive you or tell you something sweet or tell you to relax. Everything is in control. Altogether, brethren, there's a strategy from Satan. And that strategy is to get the world dependent on a system instead of nature that has been freely provided by God. And then the great purging will come. The great purging. Oh, you don't know that there's a great purging coming? There's a great purging coming. I've not been allowed to see the year. If not, I would have told you. But there's a great purging coming. A great purging coming. It's going to be tagged the survival of the strong. And the purging is going to begin when I saw a vision. I saw something called the Apollo killer. Apollo K, like it's a virus, but it was called like the Apollo, K virus. The Apollo K virus. It's going to make men lose their mind. It's going to make blood come out of the nose. It's going to make blood come out of the ears. It's going to make the legs look like leprosy. You will remember that a prophet of God said these things. Remember, the Apollo K virus. I had once prophesied about it. And again, I remind you about what the Lord has said. And it's going to make men lose their mind. It's going to make blood come out of their nose. It's going to make blood come out of their ears. It's going to make the legs of people leprous. People's leg is going to look leprous on account of this, the release of this virus. And the virus is going to be in the air. And they will say is the survivor of the strong. That only the strong will survive. And they will tell you that your breathing or your eyes are vulnerable. I know what I'm saying doesn't make sense now, but you will remember these words, the words of this prophecy. This is not to put fear in your spirit. This is to give you an advantage of knowledge, so that when the world is slumbering and sleeping and feeling like, oh, we don't have anything to worry about, your lamps will be trimmed. You will not be carried away. You will not be misdirected by the false promises that will be put out. You will not be misdirected, because it's coming and it is close, and they've been trying to hide it from your eyes, but the Lord is making it to be uncovered. And those who are wise in the spirit, they are sensing the sign. It is happening. It's not out here, but it's happening. It's being controlled. It is happening. One sign is going to happen, and the Holy Ghost told me that sign is going to be the great blackout of Europe. It's going to be the great blackout of Europe, where for close to a week, major parts of Europe will be in blackout. When this sign come to pass, know that the days of terror are close.